weeks schedule,
Yeah.
10 weeks class.
Yeah.
But we listed seven fours, right?
Yes. So this is.
But the class actually started from 7 fours. So the school wants to count from July 4th. But we missed it.
Yeah.
So we don't have a chance to look at the 10.
So just the
Yeah, but I just wrote it down.
the 9 or the September 1 is the
So
last
September
class.
1, September 1st must be the last class.
Oh. So how about next quarter from maybe October 1st?
I don't know. That's what school says. Yeah. You wanna ask about the schedule to school. So, konnichiwa.
あ、こんにちは。
Good morning.
どうも。
It's ohayou gozaimasu, right?
あ、
That's a good morning, right?
グッドモーニング。
Yeah, ohayou gozaimasu. So, what's good morning in Chinese?
早上好。
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 Yeah, good.
早上好。
Yeah. Very good.
早上好。Well, 你好 is just generally.
It's how are you?
Generally.
Yeah.
Oh, 你好 is how are you?
Yes, how are you?
Okay. Anyway. Alright, leaders and communication. Communication. If Mr. Fuminori only knows Japanese but English, if I say good morning and he doesn't know what I'm saying, but he's not gonna answer to me at all. So, or I speak in Korean, and maybe I think only one person can understand what I'm saying. Then, why we are speaking in English here? Because we are living in the States, but at the same time, is this American school or Korean school or Chinese school? Lordland University
Korean school.
is a Korean school.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it Korean school?
これ
Yeah, is this Korean
あ
school?
あ。
Korean school?
あ
Is this a Korean school? You don't know it?
うん
Why do you think this is a Korean school?
Because they have a English name and Korean name of the school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Lordland is English, right?
Yeah. When you check in GPS, sometimes they have a Korean name.
Oh, yeah? Or because the owner of this school is Korean? Yeah? Do you go Catholic church or right?
Huh?
Did you say you go Catholic church?
GPS.
I mean, did you? I don't remember that. You have a religion, right? No?
I don't know.
No religion. You don't have a religion. Shintoism.
え、リリ
Yeah. Do you go Shinto here?
ああ。
No?
うん。
Okay. If you go any church in here, but it's filled with Chinese, is that Chinese church or American church or Korean church? Is it hard to answer? Is it that hard to answer? No matter what, no matter who owns this school, this is American school because it is registered to America. Okay? Right? It's clear, right? If you see any Chinese churches here, Chinese church here, that's American church still, but it's filled with Chinese Americans. Okay. So anyway, we are speaking in English because we want to communicate each other. Because we don't want to miscommunicate, or we cannot. We don't want to just cut the conversation between you and me or between you guys. Because we want to communicate. Communicate means you know the community. Do you know what? Have you ever heard about the community? Japanese community, Chinese community, Korean community. It's a community, right? Com means common or general. Okay. Okay. So people say common sense. Okay. Common. Right? Something we can share. Community means Japanese community or Anaheim community, Buena Park community or Newport community. That's they are there together. That means together, right? Together. So Japanese community, Chinese community, Korean community means that they get together. That's what's called a community. So what they do there is common, because they have a Japanese background, Chinese background, Korean background, Vietnamese background. So that's common. So come is together. This communication means we speak together, we understand each other, and we share our opinions and ideas, but we have similar. Something we can get together. Something we can do together. So that's what's called com or communication. Okay. Have you ever heard about the telecom? Telephone. Tele means distance. You know, you are here, I'm here. Okay? But tele means kind of physical distance, but telecommunication. You are there, I am here, but we can still communicate through cell phones, internet, right? So that's what the com is. So communication means you and me, between you and me, and between you and you can share your ideas, you can talk to each other. That's communication. Do we have to speak in same language for communication?
Yes.
Yes. That's right. Well, that's a half right. But in the morning, if I do this to you, what does that mean? Coffee. That means what does that mean?
Drink coffee.
Yeah.
Water.
So I'm drinking coffee. So this is water. What does that mean?
Do you want a coffee?
Yeah. I didn't say anything, right? I didn't speak anything. But how did you know it? Did we communicate each other? Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have to speak same language, but sometimes we don't have to speak at all. So, do you want some coffee? That's verbal. But you want some coffee, right? That's non-verbal, right? Verbal is language, yeah. Verbal. This is verbal. But the non-verbal, that's body languages, or the body language is huge. That's huge. Okay. What if I just put a board here? And are you done your homework? I just suppose the board on here and you just come and just write down your name, you know, Fuminori, Kyung, you know, something like that. Then that's communicating too, right? So we are communicating through the board. Leaders are supposed to communicate with their followers effectively, efficiently, okay, right way. Right? Or people don't understand what the leaders want. What if people that don't understand what their leaders want? Can they follow the leaders? No. What if they don't follow their leaders? What if they don't follow their leaders? Okay, your moms and fathers and managers, supervisors, or you know something else. And then, as a leader positions, I mean, when you have leaders positions, you want to communicate with your followers. They can be your kids, they can be your co-workers, they can be your employees. If you don't communicate with them, they're gonna get lost, okay? They don't know what to do. Then your families, your companies, they're not gonna work well. Okay. So the communication is quite important. The communication itself became one of the academics very recently. I think it's, for example, philosophy must be the oldest academic. Okay, that's the oldest academic. So nowadays, when you just graduate universities and graduate school for the masters, what the doctor's degree? What's the common doctor's degree? Doctor, medical doctor, MD, right? Medical doctor. Okay. What if you majored math and you got a doctorate degree? You got doctorate degree. So what does that called? PhD in mathematics, right? Or they don't mention that, but they just mention mathematics because that they want to just explain that. But they literally got PhD. What the PhD stands for? I told you last week. Permanent head damage. Well, the doctor's candidates, they don't finish the doctorate courses, or they just finish the course, but they haven't got the doctorate yet. Okay, they don't get the doctorate graduation certificate yet, but they are what's so-called candidates, doctorate candidates. But they just call them PhD must be permanent head damage because they got too much headaches. They have many things to do. They have to read, like a book a day at least. They have to write a lot. They have to research a lot. So they got too much stress. So they call that. Oh my goodness, PhD must be permanent head damage. Anyway. Why they call what the P doctor stands for doctor, right? D stands for doctor, right? What the PhD stands for? PH? Alkali and something? No.
Philosophy.
Philosophy. why they call PhD for math? Is math philosophy? Why they call biology or English, business, economics, whatever they majored, whatever they studied, why they got PhD degree? Why they don't call biology doctor, chemistry doctor? Why they call that? Why they call that way? Because philosophy is the oldest academy, and that's the highest level they think. Philosophy means philos, Sophia. Philos, love. Sophia means knowledge. Not only knowledge, wisdom. I can say wisdom. Okay? So loving wisdom. Because I love Sophia, wisdom, they were trying to find the truth. So, for example, Socrates, they borrowed a phrase from an oracle. He didn't make it by himself. Know yourself. He didn't make it. Okay, he just borrowed that sentence from an oracle. Oracle is there's a company oracle, right? Oracle means that's kind of stone or metal things. They just burn the animals and they just worship their gods. So that's what's called oracle, and they think they can get their God's voice through the oracle. Okay, so the mediators and superstitious leaders or priests, they got something from their God and they just talk to people from the oracles. Anyway, that's PH philosophy. But the communication was not part of the academics. There was not very academic activities. But Marshall McLuhan, I think he's the father of the communication as academics, in academic work. From him, people just try to think what the communication is. So they just researched that and they studied a lot on communication. And now the communication itself is an academic thing, like biology, chemistry, communication. Okay. And then communication applies to many areas. Okay. In academic way, in our daily life, the casual ways, many ways. So they are studying a lot. So they just published lots of books on communication, and they are teaching communication in colleges and universities. They just got lots of PhDs on communication. So communication is quite important. So for example, when you hear what does that sound mean? Emergency cars or fire trucks or paramedics or 911 or police officers are passing. Okay? That means what? You have to yield the street so the emergency cars can pass. Right? That's the communication. We have a promise. We know those kind of signs. Okay, that's the way of communication. If there is an arrow with red, that means don't make left hand, right? We know it. We have to know it, so we don't make mistakes. But what if the light is green? We can go left. We can make turn left. Okay, those are communications. So whether we notice or not, we are communicating. We are communicating almost always when we during the daytime or during the nighttime. Okay, so the communication is quite important. At the same time, the communication field is very large. Very large. Communication. That's communication. Why people are trying to learn English? Because they want to communicate with more people. They want to feel comfortable on internet. And there are lots of things, produced in English. And they wanna read more books, kind of in original language, something like that. Because once somebody translate one language into other language, this one is genuine. This one is genuine, and this is kind of semi-genuine. I mean, that's a semi-original. And lots of people wrote books in English, so they want to just read it with the original version. Okay. Or when people find really nice, wonderful book in Chinese, right? China has lots of great books in the past, but nowadays I think most Chinese don't notice that. They don't value it. There are lots of great books in Japan, in Korea. I think those books are way advanced, way higher level compared to American writers. But people think England is not anymore. English, that's kind of secondary. Most people know U.S. is the #1 country in this world, so they want to learn English. That's the only reason. What if China is the best country and the most strong country in this world? All people gonna try to learn Chinese. Actually, my son was in Chinese school because there is Chinese community center in Irvine. It's kind of a huge center in Irvine. My son just learned Chinese for I think 4 or 5 years. Why? Because he wanted to major business. For business, in business field, they have to learn Chinese. Why? China is a big country. It's still growing fast. It's still growing fast. Okay. The country's growth rate, America must be 1 point something, or sometimes under 1 point. But China has growth rate. Chinese growth rate must be 3 point something for this year, right?
This year.
Yeah. 6? I'm sorry. 6. Can you believe it? The growth rate is 6. That's amazing. That's amazing, right? So my son is in here, so he speaks English definitely, and he wanted to add speaking Chinese on top of the English, and he's speaking Korean too. So he's speaking 3 languages. He's traveling Japan right now. He's in Tokyo for 2 weeks, and he's gonna come back next week, I think. Yeah, next week Thursday, next week Wednesday. So I think he's catching up some Japanese, I think. I don't know, because his friend is in Waseda University, but he just finished the first year there, and but he's my son's high school friend. So they speak English, so I don't know what they're gonna speak in there. Yesterday he just sent some pictures, and he just told me that he ate, I don't know what, he ate gyukashu beef katsu. I don't know what the gyukashu means, but he just sent me a picture, and that's kind of steak like tonkatsu. No, that's not tonkatsu. Tonkatsu? Don is beef, pork, right? Is don beef pork?
플러튼
What's the name of this? Gyukashu?
규카시도
Oh,
플러튼
in Florida. You mean the near Giant Market? Arian Market?
yes.
Oh, you mean the little tonkatsu place,
Yeah.
right? Oh yeah, I tried it there.
왜
Yeah, I was there. That's across. Yeah, just beside the beach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I tried gyukashu tonkatsu.
beef inside cheese.
Oh, okay. That's tonkatsu restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I tried gyukashu. I don't know about the gyukashu.
규카스. name is 규카스.
Yeah, gyukashu. There the restaurant's
Yeah.
name is gyukashu.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll figure that out. Okay, I try it. I like the tonkatsu. Anyway, well, I lost because my son just tried to learn Chinese, and he's catching up some Japanese courses right now. Well, cool, anyway. Do you like Abe? Do you like Abe? Prime Minister? You don't like him much? Well, Abe Shinzo.
아,
Do you like him? Not really? Oh, you don't like him? No? Well, thank you for saying that, because I don't like it. Abe Shinzo, yeah, the Japanese Prime Minister. Yeah. And Prime Minister. I think that he's crazy. He's so stupid, I think. Because he's ruining his country. I think Japan is a great country. And I have some Japanese friends. Yukie, Yukiko, Saiko, Noriko. Yeah. I only know Japanese friends. And some of them visited me when I was in Korea, and they just spent some nights with me. Not really with me, but with me and my wife. Okay. Don't misunderstand. Okay, don't misunderstand. I just met them in Toronto, Canada, and we were very close. But it's been I think 25 years, but I don't have their email addresses anymore. That's kind of sad though. Anyway, why they want to learn languages? Because they are eager to communicate. They want to communicate well. Okay. When I visit China, if I speak only English, how many percent of Chinese can understand me? Even though they do speak English, if I speak in Chinese, they're gonna feel more comfortable. They're gonna welcome me more, right? That's why we wanna learn other languages. I think Americans, they are very limited. They don't speak other languages because they don't have to. They don't feel they have to speak other languages because all people want to speak in English. That's crazy. That's crazy. And even lots of Americans don't visit other countries because people are coming to this country to see and for sightseeing, tour, something like that. Anyway, so for the better communication, we want to learn other languages, other cultures, and we want to respect other, foreign country people. If we don't respect each other, we want to fight. Lots of wars are going on here and there. And recently, Trump sent a battleship to Hormuz. So he wants to control Iran, and I don't know if he starts the war against Iran or not. That's kind of crazy, so I don't like it. Because we want to communicate well, so sometimes we can misunderstand. Well, I speak Korean, and my wife speaks Korean, but we don't communicate well sometimes. We miscommunicate each other sometimes, even though we speak same language. You have troubles with your friends and boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands and wives, and with kids, you miscommunicate too. You don't get what they are saying, and they don't get what you are saying. Okay, so communication is not only for communicating between the foreigners, but for your life, in your daily lives, you want to just communicate right and efficiently, so you want to understand the others, your families, your friends. Okay? Right. So communication is quite big area you want to have a look. So leaders, elements of personal communication. So 7% is spoken words. Can you believe it? Only 7%. 38% voice, tone. I don't want to just go deeper because that's voice segregates. There are some deep, kind of a little bit deeper things, but for example. Excuse me. So I think those kind of voices segregate. So this is kind of a way of communicating too. Okay. For example, somebody tells me that she loves me, but I'm gonna say, well, what does that mean, I don't have to say, right? I don't have to say. But if I want to just, I don't know, voice and tone is 38%, and 55% is body language. Can you believe it? So what is more important? Your words or your voice, facial expressions, something like that. What is more important? What is more important? What is more important? What is more important? Body language is the most important stuff here. So, for example, one night, your husbands or wives or boyfriends and girlfriends, talk to you. I love you, or I need. 愛しています。愛しています。I love you. 愛しています。사랑해. If you want to just say that to your friends or husbands or wives, how are you gonna say it? 사랑해. I love you. を愛に愛しています。Do you think I love you? Well, if I say this way, my wife will say, "Are you crazy?" Right? I love you. Are you crazy? Right? So that's words. That's spoken words. I love you. Well, I told you that I love you. But why you are saying to me, I'm crazy? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Well, if I say, I love you, honey, and my wife will say, what did you eat? Right? What did you eat for dinner? Are you okay? Something she's gonna say that, right? So the words is 7%, but my voice and tone is very flat. I love you. を愛に愛しています. That's so flat. So even though I'm saying I love you, that's my voice and tone is so flat. That's unusual. And my body language is so stiff. Right? My body is so stiff. You feel some tension in my body, right? I love you. Something. That's wrong. What are you gonna say? Well, definitely I said I love you, right? But the voice and body language, 93% are wrong. That's not matched with what I'm saying. That's mismatched. That's unbalanced. That's not harmonized. So that's not beautiful. Okay? So my wife can say, what did you eat for dinner? Are you crazy? You look stupid. Well, even though I say I love you, you can say that? Yes, you look stupid. What is this? So, verbal language is quite limited. It's quite limited. But the body language has big portion in communication. Okay. So what are you gonna say? I love you. You're gonna do this or I love you. What are you gonna do, right? Your kids come in and you say, I love you. You stay there. I love you. I still love you. You stay there. You don't do it, right? Just give them a hug and give them a kiss, and you just see each other, and you say, "I love you. How are you today? How was your school today?" Right? That's spoken words. Voice tone, I love you, how are you? What's the intonation? What I need. Do you say what I need? Is it right?
Yes.
Ah, okay. What about the Iしてます? Iしてます. How do you say that?
してます。
愛してる。Right? So that is that important. You know this, right? Okay. There are 5 communication skills that make good leaders great. So you want to stay as a good leader or you want to be a great leader? Okay, there are 5 things. First one is interpreting body language. So you want to understand what their body language is. So as a leader, you want to just give an assignment to your followers or employees. Oh, okay, this is your work for today, or you're gonna finish this, by next week, Tuesday, and you can read your employee's facial expressions because he doesn't want to do this, right? I noticed that his face, he doesn't even want to see my face, so he wants to ignore me, or he feels irritated because I'm just giving him an assignment more. Okay, I noticed that. So you want to read your employees, your kids' body languages. So that tells more than your words. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do that. Oh, sure, I can do it. I can do that. Okay. There are big differences. Okay? So if you want to be a great leaders, you want to read, you want to interpret their body languages. Second, video skills. Well, when you present something, when you show something, you want to develop your body languages too. Do you remember the guy who started the Apple company? What is his name? Who started the Apple company? Steve Jobs? Yes, Steve Jobs. He started the company Apple, but the board kicked him out once for I think 7 years or something like that. And later on, the board called him back, and he became the CEO in Apple company. Okay, that's right and healthy company actually. In most other countries, in most other companies, in the United States and other countries, once you start a company and you are the CEO forever until you die. But actually, when you just have a company, not so owner company, but the company just opened to the stock market, and who owns the company? The stockholders. Stockholders have the company, not the owner. But still, most companies in this world, not only in the American but other countries, once they started their company, whether they open their companies to the public for people can buy their stocks or not, they want to be the owner. They want to be the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. But that's wrong, actually. There are better people who can lead the company. And the board has the ultimate power because stockholders choose the board members. So the board has ultimate power. Actually, the annual stockholders meeting has the ultimate power, but the board is just working on behalf of the stockholders. So the board decided to kick the Steve Jobs out. You go, we don't need you as our CEO. That's healthy. That's healthy. Lots of companies don't do that. That's why they got stuck there. What if the owner, what if the CEO is stupid and dumb? They don't know what's going on in this world. They're gonna ruin their companies. That's why Sharp sold to Taiwan company. That's what happening to, sorry, Huminory. That's what happening to Abe Shinzo. Most Japanese people are great and they are very nice. And I like my friends there in Hokkaido, Yukiko. And I like them. We are very close friends. But the few leaders are ruining the country. That's the problem. That's what happened in Korea too. Korea had really bad president.